because I'm a math person specifically, I really liked that the math program here allows you to sort of just go as like high as you can, as high as you want, and even if you're the only person interested in a certain subject, you can still ask for the course to be taught, and more than often than not, you'll get that request approved. Once I get to school, I'll typically go down to the basement to LA, where that's like sort of just where a lot of my friends decide to meet up before school. Usually we'll have like 15, 20 minutes before the school day actually starts. So we like to chat. Sometimes just get caught up on homework, ask each other questions. For math, I'm taking abstract algebra, which is like sort of one of the more advanced electives that Commonwealth offers in math. I actually have a lot of classmates. It's like I think it's about 8 to 10 kids in the class, which is really exciting for a really advanced class. And I'm also taking 2.5 credits of science. So I'm taking biology 2, physics 2, and intro to waves. I think all of those are really fun. And then for English, I take English 12 Reasons for Writing, which is sort of a more writing focused thing. And I've really enjoyed it, especially because it's not just literary analysis. Like my first 3 years of English were literary analysis. And don't get me wrong, I think those are really helpful, but it's really nice to be able to branch out to like new writing genres. Like we've had a unit on climate change. And so we've read a lot of like newspaper articles, like online magazine articles. And one of the things we focused on is actually just how you explain to the general public like what you need to do. The point is like you want your readers to understand you. And yeah, so I had a lot of fun with that unit. And then I'm also taking US history. So it's like a focus on more modern things, which is actually like what I'm more interested in from a history perspective. And yeah, I've had a lot of fun with that. Miss Haber, who's the teacher, is really, really passionate about history, and it really rubs off on the rest of us as well. Like, I would definitely say my interest in history has grown significantly. If we have freeze, we like to go outside a lot, since like with the pandemic and all that, it's not great to be holed up in school all the time. So we'll go on walks if we have freeze in common. And for lunch, sometimes like if it's warm enough, we'll go outside. And yeah, then like at the end of the day, I usually get picked up from school like right after school because of like carpool. But I know some of my friends like to hang out after school. Sometimes they'll go to like Burdick's, which is like the chocolate shop. Sometimes they'll see some of our like college freshman friends who are in Boston. I like to take a nap sometimes when I get home. And after that, I'll start doing homework. And since I swim, I have swim pretty much every weeknight. I'll go to swim practice after dinner. And then after that, I'll come back and finish up my homework. And usually I'm going to bed around like 10:30, 11 on most nights. I've gotten a lot more involved just with like clubs and things like that. Like when I first came here, I was sort of only involved in math team because that was the only thing I was like, familiar with before coming to Commonwealth. But I've like wanted to try new things. I've gotten involved with Model UN, which is like another really big thing that I'm doing. So I've tried new things, and it sort of allowed me to like expand my interests beyond just math, which I think is super helpful for me.